welcome to another episode of my digital diaries. And today we're going to be doing one of my favorite things ever, makeup. So in this video, I really should have been talking in the video, but I recorded this and I was just like, let me just get the content out. And I'm just not going to shorten it down like I always do for TikTok. I'm just going to do a voiceover for YouTube. So I definitely want to get my hair out the way so when we start doing our makeup, we can make sure that nothing gets on my hair. And then I have been loving a natural brow lately. So this NYX brow pencil is literally one of my favorite things right now for just like a simple look that I'm doing today, because it kind of gives the illusion of brow strokes the way that your hair naturally grows. And I love that. Like, it's not too crazy. It just fills them in because I am very like bald within the eyebrows. So yeah. And then the next product that I'm using is the NYX brow gel. I will give this, I would say, a 5 out of 10. Like, it's not my favorite because it doesn't hold my brows all day. I have really thick hair even with my eyebrows, so I need a really good brow gel. And honestly, I haven't found my go-to just yet. Not yet. So this is the NARS Radiant something, I believe. I'll have it posted in the description. This is not my favorite foundation. I just use this on the days that I feel like doing my makeup, and we just, but it's not my favorite. Now, as you can tell, this is one of my favorite bronzers, baby. That's why it's nothing in there, okay? And I'm going to use it to nothing. I don't care if I have to dig my nail inside of that tube to get the rest of it out. I'm gonna do that. So this is one of my favorite parts of doing my makeup, is bronzing my face. I just love the way that the bronzer just brings the color right back into the depth and the color right back into your face. I love it so much. I didn't use a lot of this e.l.f. Blush, liquid blush, because I knew that I go crazy with the powders for the look that I was doing. So I was like, let me just keep it subtle and cute. And I knew that I wanted to go in with this Huda Beauty liquid blush as well, which is not one of my favorites. I wanted to love her real bad too, but I just feel like she's just not pigmented enough for my skin color, because she literally just fades. Like, it's like my skin just drinks it in. I would literally have to use this whole bottle in order to get this Barbie doll pink look that I am obsessed with, and I don't want to have to use makeup products are way too high to have to overuse them. That e.l.f., you literally only need 2 dots and you good. Next, we're going to conceal. And like I said, I wanted to do just a regular little look, none too much. So I didn't put a lot of anything on, as you can see. Like, the layers that I'm using on this makeup look are very thin. It's not a lot at all. But this is the Too Faced concealer in Golden, another one of my faves, a staple in my makeup collection because it just blends out seamlessly. And I love it. I love the color, the undertone. I think it just matches my skin perfectly. So I'm just patting out the places where I'm putting the concealer. My forehead, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. But my forehead is a place that I find myself having to over blend. Just because the highlighter up there can look a little unnatural, especially because we have that contour up there as well. So y'all, let's see how I fixed it. My nose, I haven't really mastered my nose yet, like how those girls get that sharp nose, but I don't want to walk around here looking like Michael Jackson. Love him to death, but I don't want that pointy nose. So I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing until I find a technique that I feel like I like better. Under eyes, I normally love a really, really bright under eye, but like I said, I didn't want to do too much, so I just kept it cute. I just did a little lightening, a little brightening, a little lifting, and that's all I really needed because I was just doing this for content, okay? So But this is an everyday look. So even if I went out, this would have been perfect for just like an everyday look. And I spice it up at the end with the blush anyway, so you guys will see. So we're gonna blend in the next side. Like I said, just pat it in. I didn't even take it all the way towards like the end of my brow like I normally do. So that's how you know I just, it was what it was at this point. But I love a good bright eye. That's one of my favorite looks, is a very, very bright eye. Now, this part right here, I did in reverse. Normally, I do the loose powder first and then I do the pressed powder. But I wanted to see if it would make a difference. So, I started with the Fit Me pressed powder in the color of 220 first. So, right after I put my concealer on, I set it with the pressed powder first under both eyes. And I like this one because it's bright, but I didn't use too much because, like I said, girls, I'm gonna keep reiterating this, we wasn't trying to do too much, okay? So just lightly tapped it in all the areas that you use concealer in, and then we're going to go in with the Sweet Honey loose powder by One Size, which is one of my faves. And we're going to do the same thing, go in and brighten all, or set all the places that we have brightened already. I love this Sweet Honey. This, I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite setting powder out of all the setting powders that I have tried. This one is still number one. She reigns in my makeup collection, okay? And she's not going anywhere. So next we're going to use the powder contour. So all the places where we bronze it with the cream bronzer, we're just going to go back over them with the powder to add more depth in the face and make my undertone more warm. I love this part too, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's something about that contour that really just shape out your face and just make it soft and girly, but like, face is already sitting, it's on set right here in this moment. So now we're going to go in with the powder and contour my nose. Like I said, my nose, I'm still working on it, okay? Like, this is not a perfect YouTube makeup channel. We all are learning together, okay? So if you have any suggestions or tips, please drop them. But I like the powder better than the cream, but I'm not too set bent on it, so it's room for improvement. Now, this is where I take my foundation brush and I just blend out the lines of my forehead where the contour and the concealer meet, so it don't look like I'm just bright and then dark. We want it to like transition smoothly. Now, y'all, I just bought this palette, this Morphe palette. I was so excited to use this because I am not a eyeshadow girl, but I want to get more into learning how to do eyeshadow right. So I'm like, let me just start building my collection. The day I got it, dropped it, everything fell out. All the pretty colors. It was so many like aqua blues, glitters, gold. I was so hurt. Like, I was so upset. Like, I don't think nobody understand. You just bought something. Like, just walked out the store with it. Drop it, gone. I had a whole look in my head of what I was going to go home and do. And just like that, it was done. Done. So I'm going to go back in with my contour palette and just use that lighter brown to kind of like blend around it. But like I said, y'all help your girl out when it comes down to the eyeshadow, because I just don't got it. I don't got it. And I'm not afraid to admit that I don't got it, okay? This is a Sephora pencil that I use for my eyeliner, and I love it down. It's so dark. It's so pretty. And then I go in with the Sephora powder. Now, I just started using this not too long ago, and I like it. I used to use the MAC powder to kind of like bring everything together, make sure everything is like seamlessly blended. But the Sephora, for the amount of money, get that. She ate that down. Love that. Now it's time for my favorite part. If anybody knows me, they know, baby, I'm going to be blushed down. And I'm going to use the pinkest blush. You're going to see my blush walk in before you see me. Blush is going to be on set, okay? Mug is going to be on blush every single time. I'm not going to play. So I start with the darker blush in the Morphe palette. No, Juvia's Place. That's Juvia's Place. So I start with the darker blush, and then I use it like in the upper corners, and then I kind of like bring it down to the middle of my cheeks, and I just kind of build. I like to build on my blush. Don't do too much all at once, because if you put too much on, it's hard to get it off. Okay, so now we're going to go in with our beauty blender. This is a new trick that I've learned from the whole Painted by Esther debacle. So you push it, you rub it in there, and then you rub it on the back of your hand and make sure that you don't have too much product, and then you go underneath the eyes and kind of just pat. And you want to build the intensity on this, because the first time that I did it, girl, I rubbed it in there good and nice and put it on my face. And when I tell you, you would have thought I had on pink concealer. It was so much pink underneath my eyes. So I learned to layer it with light hands. Why are we slapping ourselves in the face? Light hands, boo. It is what it is. Okay, so now this is optional. This is something I like because, once again, I love pink. So I just go in and then put the pink on the middle of my nose, or sometimes I would do the ball of my nose, like the tip of my nose. And of course, we got to have our beauty marks, and we ain't never got to do too much with them. Just do one by the lip, one underneath the eye, one above the eyebrow, and you're going to be good every time. Now, this is something I wanted to try, the Benefit mascara, because I love my bottom lashes, so I always want them to look good. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Y'all already know the Charlotte Tilbury going to eat everything. Okay, and normally I do one size, but since I wasn't going nowhere, I'm not wasting it one size. If you know that one size is something that don't need to be wasted for some makeup that you finna just rub right back off, because she's that girl. Now, this is my very lip liner from K Beauty collection, which is dropping in November. And this is my lip liner that's entitled Mocha Honey. And she's just so cute. Okay, let me not say that, because I might change. Like, we're in the phases where there might not be the name. So me saying that loud, I probably don't even like that for real. But yeah, she's cute. She's a dark brown. She's going to be really cute for the fall. And then these are 2 colors that I was sampling out. And I really feel like I want both of them. I thought that they were so close together that I should just pick one. But that's a nasty combo. Like, wait till y'all see the end. Together, it's a nasty combo. So this color by itself just gives chill. You know, it's not too crazy. It's cute, but it ain't too crazy. When I add the layer of this color, I think this is a lighter color. When I tell you them to eat together, I love them separate, but together they like the dynamic duo. Okay, it's like in this moment when I rubbed the second layer, I knew I ate. I knew that this lip combo was gonna eat down to the ground. Okay, like, look at that. And I don't even have no lips, y'all. I have to overline my lips because I don't have lips. So it's just like, a lip combo is so important to my makeup, because I'm always trying to like insinuate the big plump lips to just give that, face on mug. Like, I want that look every time. So the lip combo is always going to be my favorite part, and it's always going to be the part that I take the most pride in. So just being able to develop products that I'm very proud of, I love that for me. And I wanted to go in and add just a little bit more color of the lighter lip gloss that I use. And when I tell you this was perfect, like, look at that. Who's that girl? Who's that lady? Yes, I don't know. It's just tea. I like that. I love it. I love it for me. So thank y'all for watching the first episode of my makeup diaries. And the next time I won't be doing a voiceover. I'll be talking to y'all while I'm doing my makeup. So it'll be a little bit more natural. But if you like my video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any makeup tips, leave them down below. See y'all next time. Bye.